Okay, so we're here at the 2016 the BN Rally here in Gallatin, Tennessee. And we are having our dessert night this evening. The weather has been kind of hot for us, but apparently it stormed a bit to the north, and we're hoping it'll stay away from us here, and we're going to just enjoy the evening here. I think we're ending up just shy of 20 pods or so. I know we had one or two cancel, and but it's a good night. So again, this is a dessert night, and it smells amazing. Okay, we are here at the 2016 BN Rally here in Cages Bend Campground in Gallatin, Tennessee. And we are coming up on our first R-Pod here this week. We are at Site 1, and this is Joe and Jackie. And they're one of our forum podders who are joining us here this week. And that is a 179. So we're going to do the campground tour and see all the pods here this week, folks. Alright, coming up on our second pod in the loop. There's Jan here with the turtle pod. And a few of our podders hanging out. 179 there as well. We're going to roll up on Gina and Tony here joining us down from Huntsville, Alabama this week. And there our pod, which I think is a 178 if I'm not mistaken. We're going to roll up on some of our and friends category. We got Ken and Bonnie here with us this week. Friends of Tink join us here in their little cute casita. And speaking of Tink and the Tinker Pod, there she is in her 174 down the lane there. Really pretty campground. We've been in like 100-degree temperatures this week, but we're doing really good.
There's no play-by-play.
Coming up on Walt here.
Water dish reload.
Look at that, Walt reloading the water dish. And also look at this, folks. No Jeep out in front of Walt's pod here. What's the story there, Walt?
Needed more towing capacity.
More towing capacity. Look at that. How new is the truck?
4 days.
4 days there, folks. Look at that. We're going to circle around here. We did have another one of our former pod owners who was over at this site here. Jim and Nancy joined us for a few days, but have already left. So sorry for missing them. But they were former podders. And we're going to swing around here to the right. And look, there we are. Moose Pod. Hanging out on Site 15, which we're going to claim is the best site here. If you ever visit Cages Bend, full shade all day. Except for a little bit of morning sun, but great campsite right on the water. And again, we're circling around there. Get another shot of Tink and the Tinker Pod. And look, there is Tink. Look. Hey. Tink saying hey to us. Coming up here on the right, we have Jen and Pat, who have swung down, who are actually from Florida. They did a site move. They were here on Site 2 for a while with us and then moved over to 20 to hang out with this whole group. And then right back here behind me, we have the other best pod in the entire park. We have Debbie and Larry also in the 181G. So thank you to Debbie and Larry to being with us. We're going to come up on a Micah there being walked here at the rally this week. And we're going to come up on an empty spot here. Again, we missed a pod. Kim and Mike, they've already left us. But we were glad to have them here with us. And we have Fur Pod rolling in here on Site 27. Bottles up! And here we again, podders in their natural habitat, folks. Bottles up, enjoying the afternoon here before dinner tonight. We got Shore Leave pod here. That's Peter and Kathleen. And off to the side here, we do have Gail and Dennis in their pod. That's one of our 180s here joining this week. And we'll go off to our right here, and we've got our hosts hanging out with us. Former podders, I believe was a 172 back in the day, now is a Camp Light, Ed and Rita. Thank you all for the rally this week. Looking up through the woods, you can catch a bit of some of the pods in the background. Coming up on Beth here, the Grits pod. The girls raised in the South. Look at that, hanging out in the dome. Not many domes up this week. Campsites are a bit small for it, so some of us had the room, but not a lot. Got Pat and Larry there, and the other 180 that's joining us here this week. I know Pat was very excited to be here at her first rally, and we are thrilled to have her here. So 2 180s here this week. And again, looking off to the distance there. Potter's hanging out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Have our own, look at this. Look at this. Potter's just hanging out. Got our drink masters here. We got Beagles, we got Jeanette, we got Mark, we got Karen, we got happy campers all around. How's it going, Barker? And we're going to swing past Jeanette's theropod here. Got this awesome fence set up that she does all the way around the pod. 4-foot fence on the front, 2 fence to go around the back under the slide there. Really great setup for Jeanette and the Beagles there. See a clam off there in the distance. We have coming up here on my left, we got the Chuck Wagon pod. This is Gail and... No, this is Sandy and Chuck. My apologies, Sandy and Chuck there in the Chuck Wagon. And we're going to circle around. There's some of our potters walking up the hill, enjoying the afternoon. That's Ken there of Ken and Bonnie hanging out. Again, really nice campground. We're going to come up here on Ann and Drew at the Nada Pod. The other camp light join us here. Drew looks like he has suffered from the heat and is just hanging out on the table. Getting some rest. But I think that's going to wrap out our loop here. We are all getting ready for Podluck here. We're going to head up to the pavilion and have dinner here in a bit. That's our pods here at the 2016 BN Rally here at Cages Bend. Great campground if you're ever in the area. I think it'd be a great spot for a fall, early spring rally if anybody's ever looking to do it. But there he is, Potters at the rally this week.
First rally, having a great time.
Okay, Pat, so first rally. What do you think?
I think it's great. Wonderful people, good potters. I like being one of the pod people.
There you pod people, yeah.
That's great.
Jan, this is your first rally also, right?
Yeah, I went in the pool, or the lake.
The big pool.
The big pool.
Big pool down front.
And I met 2 new people, and we had a great time.
Yeah.
We swam together,
Terry and David doing a lot of swimming this weekend.
and it was awesome.
Saw what, the world's largest bowling pin? Yeah. Yeah?
And I had a great time with them.
Sandy, where'd you go? There you are, Sandy.
I moved us over here because they were all walking here. Is that Premier Children's? What
does that look like?
Baked mac and cheese.
Really?
All right, Gail. First rally experiences? What do you got to share with us?
Tennessee River. Went to Crescent, to Gallatin and ate at the Crescent City where they had the boiled crabs and stuff out on the street. So had a great time.
What do you think, all in all?
Fantastic.
Fantastic?
I love the bicyclist going through the campground with the blender.
Our mobile blender.
Yeah.
Where's our mobile blender at here this week? Some of you may have seen the picture.
Ice cream man. Ice cream man.
Mobile blender on wheels, ice cream man.
A song, a bell on your right side.
I hope you missed it.
He had music, yeah.
Ice cream tune on the phone. iPhone. I was riding around.
I caught him when he didn't have the blender yet. He was just riding around.
All right. What do you want? Candlestick holders. Drawing thing,
Or you can defer to the
What?
Whatever you think Mary would like, because we don't have a pot. You're not into the song.
I don't have a pot either, but I know. What are you doing?
Mary was like, okay, well, she's getting candlesticks.
Okay.
I won't get
Go, Mary!
Go, Mary!
Danielle, birthday.
Oh, that's right.
All right, guys. We'll draw for is a solar power camera.
Wow. That's good. Is one of them an axle? Because I need one.
I know, no axle.
Oh, I did, yes, I did. I made sure I put it back.
We talked about that.
This belongs to Larry and Debbie Branch.
Oh, dear. That can go out well.
We have an R-Pod cover. If you're like me and you don't have an R-Pod and you draw your name, just pass. Okay. But I did put everybody's names in. Seems fair to me. You want to draw? Sure. The other girl is sitting here. R-Pod cover belongs to Pat and Larry. Woo! You now have a cover, or you will have for your R-Pod.
I have one, but I'll have an extra now.
You could
Extras never hurt.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, last
They go back after a couple years anyway.
They work out, yeah.
2 R-Pod jackets. That's nice. It is nice. Who do you want to draw?
I'll draw.
All right,
Draw, Drew. Since I can't win Drew draw. Anyways. Drew draw.
Drew draw.
if I get it, I'm passing because I don't either.
Drew draw.
Oh, don't cheat, don't cheat.
Gonna cheat.
Chuck and Sandy.
Yay!
And you gotta come get it. It says on there what size you want, a whole mess. You just read the paper. And that is,
You're welcome. I'll take my $10 later.
thanks all of you for coming. I mean, some of you drove a long way, and it's been hot. We've missed our campfires. That's a big social time at most rallies. We've not been able to do that because we're all dying from stroke. So,
We have the
I
water.
don't control the weather, but I'm still sorry it had to happen. You know?
Who came the
Sorry, we have the
furthest?
slushy dude.
Yeah, and you know, people got fans and air conditioning inside, but it's nice to be out and the weather's better.
Who came the furthest?
Who did come the furthest? We've got Alabama.